Next is mustard. This is fun. We were trying to do this last night, and the problem with mustard is it's really spicy. Like the stuff at the store, it's just got not very much mustard in it and lots of sugar and chemicals and stuff like that in it. And so we're trying to figure out how to make a really healthy mustard that wasn't too spicy. We went through a lot of batches, burning our mouths off, trying to figure this out, but we did it. We figured it out just for you. Now I figured out a little secret. These are mustard seeds, and you can just buy these at the health food store. You can just buy a little bag of them in the health food store. And I found that if you soak them ahead of time, it kind of takes the bite off of them a little bit. So if you just throw regular mustard seeds in there, it'll be really spicy. If you soak it a little bit, it'll be less spicy. And with nuts and seeds, it's best to soak them anyway. What that does is it starts the germination process, and then it just increases the nutrients that you can get out of it. So I just soaked the mustard seed in water overnight, and then we use that, and that takes the bite off of it, increases the nutrition, just makes it more digestible. So there's some soaked mustard seed. Now the cool thing about mustard seed, like I was telling you before, it's part of the cruciferous vegetable family. Lots of anti-cancer properties. It helps with asthma. It helps to reverse the symptoms of asthma. It protects you from colorectal cancer and also colon cancer. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's very high in magnesium and selenium. Very high in antioxidants. So these condiments, like, not only are they tasty and it makes all your other food taste good, but they're really healthy for you too. It adds a lot of antioxidant power and vitamins and minerals and nutrients into your diet. You can also ferment this, so putting the probiotics in there will also help. Putting a little bit of natural salt in there, and some, oh, I forget what mustard powder. So the mustard seed will add, it's more of a mild flavor, and then we found that because we soaked them, it was a little too mild, so the mustard powder just adds a little kick back into it. So you can kind of mess with this recipe however you want. If you want it super mild, just use the seeds, and then if you want it a little bit kicky, put the powder into it as well. This is turmeric. Now, turmeric is an amazing spice. The pharmaceutical industry has discovered the anti-inflammatory powers of turmeric, and there's a property in it called curcumin, which they've extracted, and they're starting to make a lot of anti-inflammatory medication out of it. But if you just put a lot of turmeric into your diet, what that does is not only gives you the anti-inflammatory effects, but it gives you the high antioxidants and the high vitamin and mineral and nutrient power of spices. Spices are also prebiotics. So probiotics are the healthy bacteria that you want to grow in your gut. Prebiotics are what the bacteria eat. That's what feeds them and helps them to grow. So anytime you can add spices and herbs into your food, you're going to create a better environment for your bacteria. A lot of people that are trying to grow the healthy bacteria in their gut, sometimes it doesn't work, and it's because they're eating a lot of junk food, high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oil, white flour, white bread. All of that stuff kills the friendly bacteria in your gut. So even if you're taking supplements and you're eating all that junk food, you're just killing it off before it has a chance to take up residence in your gut, right? And so what you want to do is not eat the junk food, which is killing it, and you also want to feed your healthy bacteria prebiotics, which are like herbs and spices, and also soluble fiber like pectin that's in apples and other kinds of fruits. What that is, it's a non-digestible carbohydrate that the friendly bacteria really like to eat. And so anytime you're adding that kind of stuff into your diet, you're creating a better environment for the probiotics to live on. And we've got some vinegar, apple cider vinegar. And how I was talking about prebiotics, this is apple pectin. So we found that when we made this mustard, it turned out a little bit too runny. And so apple pectin, you can just buy it at the health food store. It's like in the jam section. If you buy it in the little box, it also has citric acid and some other stuff added to it, which is fine. I don't really like it, so I get mine at the health food store just in a little bag of bulk pectin. So you can get it at the health food store plain, or if you just have access to a regular grocery store, you can get it in the little box for making jam. Like I was saying, pectin is a prebiotic, so this, if you're adding probiotics to this, the probiotics are going to be super happy living in there, and then it's going to help them to colonize in your gut a lot more. And it also thickens things up. Now, if anybody was at my other classes where I taught you how to make yogurt out of coconut milk, so it's a non-dairy yogurt, one of the problems was that it just turned out a little bit runny. Like, it was super delicious, but it just didn't get really thick like yogurt. So I've been messing around with it, trying to figure out how to fix that, and pectin, ta-da! So what you do is when you're making your yogurt, you just blend up the coconut milk with pectin, apple pectin, makes it nice and thick, and then you put your probiotics in there and culture it, and then you've got a nice, thick, creamy yogurt, and problem solved. All right. This one takes a little bit longer. This one is, you probably need a Vitamix for, just because you're busting up the seeds and you need it to be nice and creamy. So we're just going to blend it a little bit more. Okay, how easy was that?